do it left hand or right hand, see? Now, so you don't hurt anything, I'm going to put one bolt in here to hold things together. So I'm going to get me a long one that goes right here. See if I can find something, because we don't have any hardware right now. So that is a 4 1/8 inches long, plus a 1/2 inch. 4 5/8 is what we need. So I need a 4 3/4 inch bolt would work too. And I might as well grab one for a case, which is going to be 2 3/4 on the other side. Alright, so I need to get back in the bolt area. Got too much crap here to get over there. Junk everywhere. My foot. Can't see the floor, all that crap in the way. Alright. Five 16s. We got 4 3/4. There's a 5. A 5 will work. Yeah, that's a big drop. 4 1/2 is the next one down. That's too much of a drop. Okay. 2 1/2. 2 3/4. 3 of them, 4 of those. See, those are the longer ones. The shorter ones are probably the better ones. Alright, grab a handful of bolts. Okay. Okay. Helps to have hardware laying around. Okay, this is our long one. Our case needs to be reamed out a little bit. Or it needs to be worked on a little bit with a hammer. Much better. The hole's been tightened up against without the right tools. Probably had the Allen bolt in there. See how it crushed the bolt hole? So it makes it hard to get the bolt in and out. So when you go in a little bit, you just tap it with a hammer. All 4 directions. It beats the aluminum back to where it belongs, and the bolt goes in easier. Okay, that's a little bit too much threaded length to do what we need, so that's too long. This one's probably too short. Yep, it'll work for Mockup. And that's probably about what I need over here too. That's a little bit on the long side there too. Typical Harley, these all need custom bolts. That's pretty tight. Okay, so there's supposed to be a 3 stud right here, which I don't have. So now we can put a bolt in there though. See? A little bit too long again. Doesn't look correct. Which one did I grab? No, I just grabbed one. We got shorts and longs here, so. Okay, these are short. These are all long. Supposed to be washers under here too, but yeah, whatever. Keeps you from collapsing the bolts when you have the correct hardware. It does not want to start in there for whatever reason. Not happy at all. Okay, there's 3 bolts over here. About a 1/2 inch of thread hanging out, so those are the correct ones for those. So that's these ones. So I need to go turn in some hardware here and get some different lengths. Need one for that. Okay. So the motor mount's not in here yet, so this is not permanent. I have to find the motor mount still. That goes up in there. Okay, let's see if we can get this hardware to start now. It's kind of being stubborn. Blew all the holes out, but I didn't run any taps through any other cleaning, so they are what they are right now. Bolts in there. There's not a happy bolt, but that oil I'm going in there. Finally got to start. I kind of had to force it a little bit. So these cases were pretty dirty, so probably a lot of dirt daubers and other crap in there to make things hard to do. Put those two in there like they're supposed to. These two down here should be fine. They're going nicely. Good. Okay, so I need one more shorter bolt. This one here. Went in there all the way, that's a plus. Good. Now this one here, if you're going to use an air cleaner bolt or something, it's probably a good length to have. So like I said, if you're going to put something on here, it's good to have a long bolt. We're not quite all the way in yet. Probably should have a washer in here too. But the next bolt down is a 1/2 inch shorter, which I'm going to use for now. And I think that'll be best for now. It's best to have a long shank like this long bolt has and cut off your excess length and run a shorter bolt without the shank. The shank's what lines your cases up. So we're going to use what we got, which isn't much right now. Just kind of mocking things up. You have a lot of shank here, which helps line everything up. It's got the perfect amount of shank for this bolt. See, it has a lot. It goes almost all the way across. Now, if we have a 1/2 inch shorter bolt, it's probably going to pull back to here on the shank. Still okay, but it's best to have a longer shank if we can. But for what we're going to do, we're going to make it work. Okay, so I need another bolt that's a 1/2 inch less than that for up in the center. I think I need an inch shorter down here for this one, so 1/2 inch and 1 inch shorter than that one. Need a 1/4 inch shorter than that for down in here. These here take lock nuts, so we need 3 lock nuts for those, or at least regular hex head for initially for mock-up. So that pretty much gives us most of what we need. We're going to need a nut for up here. So let's go find some more hardware. Okay. Just because you don't have original hardware doesn't mean you can't use stuff. Just make sure you use grade 5 hardware. That means 3 hashes on the end of your bolts here. You want good hardware, not crap. This head's in my way again. Yeah. Hard to get over here. Okay. Okay, these are too long. And one of these. There. We need a 1/2 inch and an inch shorter than this one. So there's our 1/2 inch shorter. Here's our inch shorter. Another black one. Yep. Use the black ones. Okay, what else do we need? We needed 3 nuts. 3/8 fine thread nuts. 1, 2, 3. 3 washers would be nice too, but Those are hard to come by right now. Okay, let's get those now. Oh, I need a regular hex on it. 5/16 fine. Got it right there. Okay. What do we got? Okay. Let me go over here and see how close we got to what we needed. Okay, so we needed a long bolt for here. A little on the short side. Oh, that's a coarse thread bolt. Damn. It should be a fine thread. That's supposed to be a fine thread bolt, not a coarse. Okay. The length will work though. Alright with that. Okay, so I need one down here. A little on the short side, but we'll work from now. If I can put that crappy up on there. So put a washer on that, it might go do its job. It's a lot longer, I might have to shorten it a little bit. Now I got to shorten that up a lot. It's got a 1/2 inch hole sticking out. I like to tap these bolts as deep as I can to get more thread in them. Sometimes even drill them deeper. So for mock-up we're going to use a short bolt, which is not what we're supposed to be using, but it's alright. For mock-up it doesn't matter. For real world it does. That goes there. This one goes over here. Technically I don't need to put all these bolts in there for mock-up either, but oh well. Alright. Got 3 nuts over here. Get our motor mount, we'll have hardware to put it on with. Might find 3 washers to go with it maybe, maybe not, we'll see. Okay, so now I need to get another bolt like this for up here, that's fine thread, because I like having fine thread. Got a case bolt. Top bolt. Alright, 3/8. What do we got here? Okay, there's our fine thread one. Next one that's a 1/2 inch long. Yeah. Back and forth. Alright, here's our fine thread bolt. Fine thread nut to go on a fine threaded bolt. Tighten it from this side because we don't have access. Okay, so get all the hardware's in there except for the rear motor mount. And if you, when you group these up, you want to put 3 bolts right here. Which are these ones right here, already got pre-made. They go right here to hold the case together, so when you got sealer, it dries closed like it's supposed to be, not open. And then when you put all together, you try to close it, it doesn't work. It likes to leak when you do that. So, but for mock-up, we don't need those. Okay, so this all rotates nice and free like it's supposed to be. You're looking at the shaft here, making sure it's not wobbling around. Nice dead straight like it's supposed to be. Come over here, you do the same thing. Let's get a little closer over here, we can see. So you're looking at this shaft right here. Let me blow it up in there. Down there nice and close. So you're looking for this to be wobbling at all. You don't won't have any wobble as you rotate this. Just go like this, and see it's not moving at all. That means it's nice and straight. Now you see the wear mark on the shaft where things were flexing before, so it was wearing out around. The crank was flexing as it ran, or it was bent before, I don't know. Probably as it ran. But right now it's nice and dead straight. So if you don't have a trillion stand, you just do it like this and just look at it. You can see 2 or 3 thou real easy just by looking at it. Even if you're blind, you can see 5. So, alright, so there's our crank in our cases. All looks pretty good. So it's good enough for mock-up into a bike. He's got a chassis that's going into. He's got a 900 top end that's going to go on top. He's going to have to get the cylinders over here so I can hone his new reproduction cylinders with new pistons, so I'll have to hone them to fit for him. And then I got a set of 900 heads I found that were look usable the way they were. So I'm going to put those on there also to get the top end mocked up. And he had rocker boxes early and late. He'll decide which one he wants. So he can put that on his bike and do his customization he wants to do. He's going to do some kind of a chopper thing. So you need to have a motor in the bike so you know what's going on. He wants to go electric start. Right now he's got a kickstart only case. He wants electric start. So we'll do that. So it's a really nice case. It's not broken at all in here. It's nice. Never been dicked with. Pretty rare. So, all right, there you go. That's an eBay special. I bought the cases a while ago. The crank I bought last year. It's good parts. You know, every now and then you get a good one. This is a nice one. So you got a little bit of clearance on the front rod like it's supposed to, and a little bit on the back rod, but not much. Just like it's supposed to. Should be good. There's no evidence of water being in there, no rust, just dirty oil, so that's good. Dirty oil works good. So there you go. That's how you mock up a motor. And he's talking about going to a late cam cover instead of an early one. So if we do that, we'll have to pull this dowel pin out. Early cam covers have 2 dowels, so everything's lined like it's supposed to. Late covers, it just floats around, not very good. So I got to pull this dowel out, and it doesn't use that hole there as I recall. It uses that one and that one. I'm going to pull this one out, and we should be good. So anyway, that's if he wants to go to a late motor. We'll see. So for now, that's what we're going to use. Let him have that and go play with it. All right, there you go. So you make a mock-up motor pretty quick, but a usable motor right now. It is actually runnable right now. It's good enough. All I got to do is put some oil in there, put a new seal in that, and that is a usable motor. Maybe put some goop between the case out so it doesn't leak. Yeah, sportster, it's supposed to leak. All right, there you go.